when you play these kind of teams, especially when they know that we are superior to them tactically, we are superior to them with player quality, they have to deploy all other ways to try and negate us from getting victory. So let's look at the recent form of both teams. Now, Arsenal have won the last 5 games. Shout out to them. Hopefully, we can make it 6. Newcastle, in the last 5 games, they have 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Look at the table. Arsenal are third on the table after playing 25 games. We have 17 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, and 55 points, 36 goal difference. If you look at Newcastle, after 25 games, they have 11 wins, 4 losses, and 4 draws, and 10 losses. 37 points and 12 goal difference. So key players for both teams. For Arsenal, we have Bukayo Saka with 12 goals, 7 assists, and we have Kieran Trippier for Newcastle, 1 goal, 10 assists. So the metrics of logic is showing that Arsenal should be beating Newcastle, and I think we have the team to actually beat Newcastle and take them to the cleaners. The problem is that Newcastle will deploy other tactics to try and derail us. This is when we have to show personality. We have to. It's very, very important during this match. We do not concede the first goal. I'm not saying if we concede the first goal, we cannot come back and win the game. We can, but it will make it extremely difficult for this young team to come back and win. We saw the loss against West Ham. We did all the playing. We had the chance to. Welcome to the present. So Arsenal will be hosting Newcastle at the Emirates this weekend. It should be an interesting match. Yes, we had a disappointing result against Porto. It's not doom and gloom. There's a second leg to redeem that. I don't know why a lot of us Arsenal fans are overly reacting. I understand the banter from the opposition fans. They are within their right to do that. But Arsenal fans, you show a bit of maturity and not let that get into under your skin. It's annoying, but guess what? There's a second leg to redeem it. So let's get our focus back to the Premiership. We're in a title race. That is very, very important. So we welcome Newcastle at the weekend. We know Newcastle, they are going to want to deploy the same shithousery that Porto deployed earlier in the week. This is when Arsenal has to show a lot of personality. We have to show that we have grown and taken some lessons from when Newcastle visited the Emirates last time. We saw what they did. They deployed a lot of feigning injuries, arguing with the referee. They did not want to play football. They know man for man, if you try to play football, they can't compete. But guess what? They can deploy all kinds of shithousery. They can deploy all kinds of arguing the referee, laying on the floor, taking forever to take free kicks and corners, deploying all kinds of tactical fouls. This is when Arsenal has to be very smart and streetwise. Because Arteta has to brief his boys to understand Newcastle are going to try to get on their skin. They're going to try and get our players sent off. We need to be smart regarding this match. Newcastle are beatable, provided we understand the kind of tactics they're going to deploy. They will not want to play football. We've seen the preamble 2 days ago or a day ago against Porto. That should ring alarm bells. When you play these kind of teams, especially when they know that we are superior to them tactically, we are superior to them with player quality, they have to deploy all other ways to try and negate us from getting victory. So let's look at the recent form of both teams. Now, Arsenal have won the last 5 games. Shout out to them. Hopefully, we can make it 6. Newcastle, in the last 5 games, they have 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Look at the table. Arsenal are third on the table after playing 25 games. We have 17 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, and 55 points, 36 goal difference. If you look at Newcastle, after 25 games, they have 11 wins, 4 losses, and 4 draws, and 10 losses. 37 points and 12 goal difference. So key players for both teams. For Arsenal, we have Bukayo Saka with 12 goals, 7 assists, and we have Kieran Trippier for Newcastle, 1 goal, 10 assists. So the metrics of logic is showing that Arsenal should be beating Newcastle, and I think we have the team to actually beat Newcastle and take them to the cleaners. The problem is that Newcastle will deploy other tactics to try and derail us. This is when we have to show personality. We have to. It's very, very important during this match. We do not concede the first goal. I'm not saying if we concede the first goal, we cannot come back and win the game. We can, but it will make it extremely difficult for this young team to come back and win. We saw the loss against West Ham. We did all the playing. We had a chance. We couldn't convert, and West Ham hit us with soccer punch, and they went away with 2-0. We saw the match against Fulham, which is one of our worst games. So we have to be on cue during this game. We are playing against the referee. We are playing against your opposition. Now, we saw how the referee was coined and manipulated by Porto 2 days ago in the Champions League. Newcastle would have seen that game. They will want to deploy the same tactic. Mikel Arteta our young boys have to be smart and street smart to these antics. Newcastle are not coming to just play football. They're going to want to deploy a certain type of tactics, hit on the counter, score a set piece goal, or score a goal against the run of play, and defend and try and frustrate us. They will want us not to see. They will want to do what they did, make it a stop and start kind of game. When there's no rhythm to the game, there's no flow to the game. This is when we have to take charge and seize the initiative. It's very imperative we do not allow Newcastle control the game the way Porto did. How they control the game? Make it a very physical game. Make sure they're arguing the referee all the time. Make sure when there's a foul, they lie on the floor, they feign injury all the time. We have to be smart with that. But if we score early or score first, it makes it impossible for them to deploy their shithousery. That's how we can counter shithousery. Score first, don't let them score, and make sure you do not drag the game to their level. They want to play shithousery, do not go to their level. This is where we have to show one more time personality regarding this game. So I see our faith we should be able to win this match. I see our faith. I understand the Porto defeat is very disappointing to a lot of Arsenal fans, and that might affect our optimism regarding the game. I do not think that should affect it, but I understand if you feel some kind of way. But look at it on the brighter side. The boys have seen it. During the post-match press conference, Kata said we've seen it, we've learned, and we'll make the necessary adjustment. And I expect them to make necessary adjustment against Newcastle this weekend on Saturday evening. So, guys, what do you think about the match? Are you optimistic like I am, or you have a bit of a doubt that Newcastle can come to Emirates and get a point? This is a title race. We cannot afford to drop points. We can't afford to drop points. We have to win this match at the Emirates, and we have the players to do it. Now, unfortunately, we have some injuries. We'll be getting updates today during the pre-match press conference from Mikel Arteta. At time of recording, Arteta has not done his press conference, so we'll get updates regarding Tomiyasu, Jesus, Thomas Partey, who trained earlier but didn't travel to Porto. We'll get updates whether they will be included in the match day squad or not. So I'm going to go for my prediction. I think Arsenal should be beating Newcastle at least 2-0. I'm going for a 2-0 win. It's going to be a hard-fought 2-0 win. Newcastle are not going to come to them and lie down. I expect them to actually mount a challenge. But it's not impossible. Arsenal can take them to cleaners depending on how we score. If we can score early, it should be a smooth sailing. But the longer it takes to score, Newcastle will be encouraged to continue in that shithousery. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Your predictions, leave them in the comment section. Like the video, very, very important. Subscribe here to subscribe. Consider subscribing. I appreciate that. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.